What's really cool is that these signs, they're often in Spanish, as you can see there, and then they're in Purépecha, which is another dialect, and then of course this one's in English. Pretty cool. And here's the site. The Tingambato archaeological zone lies on the south side of the town of the same name. Climatic conditions of this geographical area, situated on the edge of a hot climatic zone, may have suggested to the ancient populace the name Tingaño, which in Tarascan means where the fire ends. Dr. Ramon Piña-Chan places the site in Mesoamerican classical period, between the first occupation stage of 450 to 600 AD and the second 600 to 900. Its distinctive features include planned urban development and a right angle layout for the main settlements. It is made up of a small ceremonial center and a civil area, perhaps a palace. It was built on an artificially leveled surface, the natural ground sloping towards the southwest, where there is a large retaining wall. It has two small pyramidal bases, several plazas or courtyards, a ball court, series of walls forming rooms, and a tomb. The structures combined so as to provide both open spaces for celebrating public ceremonies and closed spaces for restricted access to activities of a private nature. It functions as a ceremonial center, and larger dimensions prompt us to describe it as the place where the divine attains its human dimension. The site's great charm comes from the arrangement of the structures, the construction's small size, and the avocado groves which surround it. La Gran Plataforma y Área Civil. This is like a little symbol. It says the civil area is made up of a large structure known as the Great Platform, which surrounds Plaza 2. A series of walls, some of which display the slope panel system, form a cluster of rooms of different sizes, perhaps a palace. The room's entrances open the plaza, and some are interconnected, which are reasons to suppose the area's administrative or civil nature. Also located here are altars 2 and 3, as well as Tomb 1. The same room arrangement is found in Teotihuacan in the state of Mexico, but above all at Tula in the state of Hidalgo and Cantona in the state of Puebla. So we're going to do a little walkthrough. One of the rooms. These are all about, I'd say, 5 feet tall, at least as they stand now, 'cause I'm about 6 foot and I can see everything. This is like a little courtyard, pretty cool. Steps going down to the center, to that little platform. Probably was some kind of altar or something. So you walk up the stairs, and then you see this. There's another room. Obviously some of it has been crumbled and not surviving very well. And there's something under that tarp. Let's go check that out. You know, the reason I love to come to these sacred sites or ancient sites, which I do believe are sacred sites, is not only just to connect to the history of this place that I'm living in Mexico, which there's a lot of pyramids around Michoacán in this area, but to, reconnect to my own ancestry and roots and try to understand it better. I think I can walk up here. I'm looking at that. Wow. It's a giant hole. I don't know if you guys can even see that. It's a giant hole in the ground. This is like a deep chamber. Clearly they were underground tunnels. Just on the other side. You can see the work here, the different layers. So here's another side of this thing. This is once you walk down from over there and you're just looking at like the center court here. This is the bigger one that's still really well constructed. I'm gonna get closer shots for all of these. Look at the signs. So this one says, built within a rectangular platform, the ball court has an I-shaped north-south ground plan. The central corridor or playing field is bordered by banquets with sloped walls from the first construction phase. The end supports are side corridors formed by two slope panel tiers, have center stairs flanked by stones, which lead down to the playing field. The north end support has a small stairway which starts at the first tier and enables access to the civil area. Between the playing field and the top of the platform, there is a difference in the floor level of 8 feet. It is important to note that the walls surrounding the ball court display the slope panel system in both construction stages, which is not the case with the rest of the structures. So we read that sign. Now let's go inside here. These are super steep stairs. I'm gonna be quiet because there's a lady over there meditating. You can see the material. Just the big old courtyard. There probably were games played here. So I've showed you guys from that angle, and there's the underground thing up there. And now we're kind of down here in this little plaza. And this sign's got this interesting symbol on it. It says, the plaza is located in the middle of the great platform to the north of Plaza 1. Because of its lower level, it could be regarded as a sunken courtyard. It is bordered by a sloped wall and on all four sides, stairways with side supports. These stairways serve as entrances to the great platform. Placed in the middle of the plaza are two small altars, which I just showed you guys. Altar 2 is a square structure made with charanda, a kind of reddish earth from the region, demarcated by vertically placed slabs. It is found near the south end of Plaza 2. Due to its location and style, it seems to be an addition. Altar 3, located in the middle, has a square ground plan and a slope panel construction system. There are stairs on its north and south sides. It seems to have only had 2 tiers, but only the first survives. And that's what they're describing here. There's like a square within a square here. This looks like it was probably important. It's in the middle of this section here. Alright, let's continue on. Another really beautiful angle of the pyramid there, which I don't believe I can walk up. You got these wild dogs here. But let's go check out the signs. So here in the middle, you can kind of see some more of the layers of rock right there. You see these stairs. And this is the centerpiece here, which is obviously right in front of the big pyramid. You can imagine that this piece was important for ceremonies and who knows what else. We're going to go up there in just a second. Now, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to walk up this beautiful steps, because I would love to do a little meditation or a prayer at the top if I could. But as you can see, it goes up pretty high. Not as big as some of the other pyramids in Mexico, but still pretty cool. And so here's what it says. The oriental structure. This structure forms part of the site's ceremonial area, together in the west structure, Plaza 1, and the ball court. It is known locally as the Moon Pyramid. Partially exposed and restored, it consists of 6 sloped tiers on a square ground plan, each side at its base measuring 34 meters with a height of 8 meters, a stairway of 5.5 meters across, with undecorated side supports and 36 steps, juts from the building at the center of the west face. So this must be the west here. And as it said there, it's been partially exposed and partially restored, as a lot of these sites tend to be after years and years. So this is the other side of the Moon Pyramid, just over here a little bit. And I walked already up there earlier, showing you guys this. But I don't know if I got the sign on camera, so let's go ahead and get it. This one's really cool. So there clearly are underground tunnels here. There's like a room there. Some kind of room. Wow. Look at this. What a trip. You can see there's moss overgrowing or something over here. Hello? Who? Wow. If only I could break this lock. What mysteries await down there. So this is called Tumba 1. It's a tomb. And it looks like this is sort of like an aerial map of skeletons that may have been discovered in there. Yeah, it's definitely what it looks like. And it says, Tomb 1 was constructed beneath the room at the Great Platform southeast corner. One enters it from the Great Platform down a stairway with 6 narrow, uneven steps built from stone and mud. At the bottom, a small passageway leads into the tomb. This chamber entrance is rectangular and cramped, less than 3 feet high and 40 inches wide. 5 stone slabs placed upright protected it, and a large slab on the side walls serves as a lintel for the entrance. Not sure what that means. This chamber, a room whose walls are about 5 feet high, measures 11 feet from north to south and only slightly more from east to west. The ceiling consists of horizontally staggered slabs which meet at the middle to form a dome. This technique resembles the Mayan false vault since it has no keystone. This tomb's shape and its entrance are similar to those of the Openo, these carved in Kalish. A complete skeleton was found in sitting position against the west side of the tomb's entrance. The 32 skulls scattered about the room with their respective offerings hint at the tomb's reuse, the existence of a beheading ritual, or perhaps at the custom of using trophy skulls. These offerings consist of various ceramic and obsidian objects, as well as bone hole punches, a snail trumpet, a snail bracelet set with turquoise, nose plugs, rings, and necklaces. So, there were skulls inside, and we can only speculate as to why. So these are like some of the other rooms. There's the big pyramid, the Moon Pyramid, and you can see there's different rooms here. Path that goes back to where we walked this way. That's another room right there. Looks like the path we're on is a dead end here. But let's go ahead and go over it. Let's try not to disturb anything. Alright. And this is more rooms. Just doing a little walk through this house, whoever's house this was. Thanks for letting me come visit. So yeah, these are all like connected rooms. You know, I've read it in other places, like these are typically seen as like the quarters for the priests or other important people. This is a small one. And then there's another one over there. Another room. So, not very tall. They might have been taller in the past. Whoop, almost broke my leg. But of course, none of us really know. I'm just fascinated by all this stuff, guys, and learning and looking more into it. So that tunnel right there goes underneath this ground that we're walking on. So this whole thing probably has underground tunnel systems. And that's pretty much it.